Welcome to Ion Plainsboro. My name is Anthony Cancro. I'm Township Administrator for the Township of Plainsboro. I'm fortunate today to have Ken Butler, who's the General Manager of Ovation at Riverwalk, located in Plainsboro. Welcome, Ken.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about who you are and the company you work for.
Okay, well, first of all, I've been a hospitality man my entire life. I come from the private club world, country clubs and golf clubs, and as a golfer, a lifelong golfer, all that. I owned a restaurant for 15 years, so I'm a veteran of the hospitality world, so to speak. Started my career with the Disney organization of all places, so I've had a lot of experience in bringing hospitality to different organizations that I've been part of, and Sage Life is the company that I work for. We are the managing partners at Ovation at Riverwalk. I'm the general manager there, and my role is to build the team, build the concept up, lease the building up, and create great relationships for effortless living.
Okay, so you're working in conjunction with a builder, but your role is to focus on the residents.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're all about the resident experience, their lifestyle, and making their lives easier and giving them the runway they need to live the life they want to live.
Great. And why did you pick Plainsboro?
Well, there's been a great vision for the campus around Penn Medicine, Princeton Hospital, right? And we're part of that vision as bringing on a residential aspect to that campus. And so it made sense for us to be there, not only for that, but just our positioning between Princeton and Plainsboro, we find very strategic and with a great I think there's a need here in this community for what we have to offer, and we're very excited about getting it going.
So let's talk a little bit about what you have to offer. I know it's an apartment complex, but what is unique about it? How many units, and it is a certain type of housing?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So before I get into the nuts and bolts of it, I'll just say imagine a luxury home, apartment home, with modern appointments, a beautiful setting, and a great atmosphere. And just beyond your threshold is access to legendary service and programs and hospitality. We're not going to be unlike a concept that most people are aware of the residences at Ritz-Carlton. All right, except you don't have spend $2 million to get in.
Right.
We're a rental concept.
Okay.
And so
this is apartments that are rental.
These are apartments.
How many apartments?
We have 260 rental apartments, split between studio all the way, and one bedroom with den, and 2-bedroom apartments.
So the individual picks their needs of what they can afford and what they want as far as family size?
Yes.
And I'd imagine you alluded to amenities that might be offered there. Can you give us an example of some of the amenities that might be offered?
Yeah, we're really excited about what we're doing there. This is a fully staffed, fully activated club resort environment. And in that, I mean, we have multiple choices for recreation, including fitness, aquatics, bocce, art studios, fitness studio, theater. I mean, there's a spa. There's a lot going on there on the recreational side. On the hospitality side, we're going to have 4 distinct food outlets, all coming out of a central kitchen that very a la carte oriented, with indoor and outdoor facilities. The outdoor facilities are quite grand, actually. So there's 2 grand concourses that have outdoor areas for both the recreational side and the hospitality side.
And I'm assuming the restaurants are only open to the residents. It's not open.
Yeah. When I say club-like or resort-like, I mean it is private.
Okay.
And the people that live there have access to it. And the central core of the community from an amenity aspect really is a club or resort, however you choose to look at that. The staff is dedicated to the happiness of the residents.
So somebody's buying into a great location. They're buying into a beautiful luxury apartment complex with tons of services and amenities. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I couldn't say it any better.
Okay.
Yeah.
And parking is on site, and
Yeah.
is it underground or is it both? Or
It's actually more indoor than
Okay.
underground. We have well over 300 spaces dedicated under the building, if you will, or on the first floor.
Yep.
There's outdoor parking as well, but the indoor parking is somewhat climate controlled as well, as well as storage spaces for residents.
And can you give us a status of the construction, where it might be and when you might open?
Yeah, we're looking to open in the late spring of 2020.
Okay.
So we're getting close. It's going to fly by. I would imagine that we'll have our models ready for view here by the end of the year.
Okay.
And then shortly thereafter, you'll start seeing us getting into our final stages of construction with move-in dates probably in the month of June.
And I'm assuming Sage is doing a lot of outreach and marketing.
Yes.
And if anybody's interested, I believe we have received flyers here about the marketing campaign. You want to just briefly talk about it?
We're very active in the market right now. We have a full-time, fully staffed welcome center over at Princeton Forestall Village at 107 Main Street there.
Okay.
And it's easy to get to. There's lots of parking. We run events there, discovery lunches and dinners, and now we've started a series of authentic Ovation events like food demonstrations and wine demonstrations. We're having a Whiskeys of the World event in December, and a number of things. We'll start to do some things off-site as well with some of our community partners that we're establishing.
Good. If you wanted to leave a message to the residents of Plainsboro and beyond, what would it be? Tell me what that message would be to people who might be interested in this type of living.
Well, we know that people, when it comes time for downsizing especially, that they have lots of choices. And we're different. We're not senior living per se, we're not a CCRC, and we're not a market rate apartment building. We're a fully staffed, activated resort community for people 55 and up. And we want everyone to look at us with open their eyes to the things that we're doing, because it is different. There's not many communities like this here close by. Although there are examples of it nationwide, but just not here locally.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to introducing ourselves and just letting people know who we are and what we want to do for them.
Great. I'm glad you chose Plainsboro, and I want to thank you for coming in today to talk about the wonderful project.
Me too, thank you.
Thank you for joining Eye on Plainsboro.